So here's my 1,000 point Ogre army. This might be the smallest 1,000 point army you could ever see on a Warhammer game table. It's only got 13 models, but put quite a bit of time and effort into painting these guys, converting up a bunch of old metal models. The idea for this army is that I hate the new GW plastic ogres, and I'm using all ogres from the 1990s, Marauder 1980s style, and converting them up with some new plastic pieces, trying to make them contemporary, and yeah, so here's what I've got done so far. In this 1,000 point army, I used this guy as my bruiser general on the old 7th edition rules, but now I'm going to use him as a man-eater. This is a captain from a 1990 set of GW ogres with one of the new plastic monkeys on his back, which I think is pretty cool. It looks very pirate-like. This I had been using as my slaughtermaster, or rather my butcher, but I'm going to use him as my BSB. He's got 2 hobbits or halflings that are hanging from his banner pole, and that's because the theme of this army is going to be old school GW ogres and halflings, because I wanted to kind of get away from the plastics, so I'm not doing Noblars, I'm going to do hobbits. I guess it's the Feastmaster tribe if you're really into ogres. Anyway, so this is an old standard bearer from, I believe, 1992, but I converted up the banner pole a little bit to hang some of the hobbits for dinner. I guess that inspires the ogres to fight better so they can go home and eat. I'm using this old fen beast from my youth, late 90s GW model from the Albion campaign, if you guys remember that. But I'm using this as a gorger, because also I hate that metal sculpt. I think it's pretty disgusting, but this is kind of like a swampy, I feel like it's a creature that haunts the moot. Here are my 2 iron guts. I'm sorry, rather lead belchers. I converted these up with, just a cannon that's being shot from the hip with a match there. And this one here is got some fireworks. He's also, it's hard to see what he's, because of the flip camera here, but he's got a cigar in his mouth, which is, I guess, how he would light the fireworks. Sorry if it's a bit blurry here, but yeah, maybe you can see there. What else do I have? Everybody's favorite. The old Marauder giant. Really one of my favorite models of all time. This guy, just screams classic 1990s GW stuff. I incorporated some of the basing, which is, as you can see, yellow and light green grass, into his tree that he's carrying by attaching some static grass to the long branch. I also tried to make it so that his outfit was patched up banners from different Empire states. So you can see a twin-tailed comet there. On the back, I actually hand-painted an hourglass, which came up pretty well. Hard to get it into focus here. Anyways, really, probably my favorite model in the entire army. Maybe the reason why I did the army in the first place, because I really love this old metal giant. And here's some of the infantry. So a 4-man unit of bulls, Golgfag's ogres from the 1998 3rd edition set. I'm sorry, 3rd edition of Golgfag's ogres set. Are really the basis for this army. Many of my models are coming from there. One of my favorite Dogs of War units from back in the day. And here's some iron guts. So I thought I'd use Chaos Ogres that I mildly converted to represent these. I'm going to add on to them this unit with some of the 1990s and 1980s Marauder Ogre sculpts for some additional iron guts. And I think I'll throw Golgfag from the 3rd edition of Golgfag's Ogres into here as well, because he looks heavily armored. Basically, anything heavy armor. I'm not getting too crazy about the double-handed weapons, because I think people will give me some leeway on that WYSIWYG qualification, but predominantly they're going to have double-handed weapons. So like this guy is a Chaos Ogre who had 2 heads, one coming out of his like left arm, which I thought was really stupid anyways, but so I chopped that off and just put another bit of metal shield in there. And yeah, so I'm probably, like I said, going to expand upon this unit with some heavily armored ogres from earlier ranges. Again, just the idea with this army is that I really don't like the new kind of Mongolian, fat, flabby themed ogres that GW's putting out, so I'm going to go with the old, goofy, strange ones. But yeah, check back and you can see some updates to my army as it progresses.